Welcome to the Robotics Through Science Fiction podcast. I'm Robin Murphy, and in this episode I'll review Isaac Asimov's classic robot novel, The Caves of Steel. Not only is it a good detective story, it introduces many fundamental issues in robotics along the way. So in 1953, Isaac Asimov spun an odd couple story about a human and robot detective team in an overpopulated future where humans on Earth live like naked mole rats packed into cities, the nominal Caves of Steel. The robot, though, was Daneel Olivaw, possibly the most important robot character created by Asimov. Daneel would be featured in 3 sequels and later unite Asimov's Robot series with his Empire series in the book Robots and Empire, Go Figure. So, robot developers created the 3 Laws of Robotics, but Daneel created the Zeroth Law of Robotics. A robot may not harm humanity, or through inaction allow humanity to come to harm. 1953. The Caves of Steel sounds like it should be a historical oddity. A chance to read what the good doctor was thinking as he moved from robot short stories to long form, or a bit of backstory for the Foundation and Empire series. But that would be wrong. The Caves of Steel is a standalone classic and perhaps one of the few novels to address a wealth of real issue in robotics that persists to this day. There's a theme of resentment toward robots and job displacement. They're jabs at the literal mindedness of the inferior robots built on Earth versus the advanced models built by the spacer colonies. The uncanny valley shows up as a trope, though not by that name. Whether evidence from a robot is legally admissible, or whether it should be, is a key plot point. About the only thing missing is human-robot sex, but no worries, Asimov will get to that in the sequels. Oh, right, there's no robot uprising, but that's pure Asimov and his unrelentingly positive view that robots and humans can and should work together. But The Caves of Steel isn't a fictionalized science studies lecture on can we all get along. Asimov goes for the hard science. There's a well-reasoned argument on morphology, the old debate over form versus function, and why the humanoid form is desirable as the most adaptable for the money. Good software engineering principles get exposure in a discussion of how the 3 Laws of Robotics, especially the first law, is implemented and why it can't be overwritten. And in the end, Herb Simon's pivotal concept of bounded rationality in artificial intelligence is the unspoken smoking gun. Of course, The Caves of Steel can't totally transcend its time and place. The views of marriage and gender roles from the 50s are windows into why the divorce rate skyrocketed in the 60s and 70s. The human protagonist, Elijah Bailey, comes off as smarter, but not all that much nicer than Sam Rockwell's character in 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Thank goodness some things have changed. But the essential ideas about robots and the science behind robots hasn't changed. So pick up a copy of The Caves of Steel and enjoy the future robots of a bygone past. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and newsletter so you won't miss a thing.